Well, the death of Maryland parole and probation agent Davis Martinez in late May sent shockwaves throughout the state of Maryland. Martinez is the first parole and probation agent killed on the job. Now, it comes amid fears from other agents about their own safety. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kai Jackson.
And I'm Mackenzie Frost in for Mary. In a story you're seeing first on Fox, a parole and probation whistleblower is coming forward. She isn't showing her face, and we disguised her voice to help protect her identity. But she talked to me about what she calls a lack of concern from leadership for agent safety on the job. Hundreds of people showed up.
We've come here together
to the funeral
to stand by one another with our saddened hearts
for parole and probation agent Davis Martinez. Martinez found brutally killed inside the home of a man Martinez was supervising on May 31st. Emmanuel Sewell was captured in West Virginia a day later and charged with murder. Sewell had been under the supervision with the Division of Parole and Probation since 2021. Following a 25-year stint in prison for sex assault and other crimes. Do you feel safe doing your job?
Yes and no, I would say.
A current parole and probation agent sitting down with Fox 45 News to exclusively share safety concerns about the job.
Because of the tragic incident that happened with Agent Martinez, that could have been us.
She says not only were the warning signs there for Agent Martinez, but claims leadership within the Parole and Probation Division have not been listening to what agents have been saying.
So I don't feel safe as far as I don't feel like the people who are set to protect us and train us take us seriously. We've already gotten emails saying, oh, well, we're going to change it to 2 agents. What is 2 agents, though, going to change if someone has a gun?
These agents often go into homes of the people they are monitoring alone and without protection. This agent says they have the ability to raise their concerns with superiors, but there's no guarantee those concerns will be heard.
It's what do you feel you should take as a threat? What do you want to do? And so that's very disheartening because it's almost making you feel like, are you blowing it out of proportion?
She says safety issues within parole and probation have existed well before the death of Agent Martinez, whether it's with home visits or even in the office.
This was just a couple weeks ago. A client started cussing the secretary out. We tried to intervene and help, and we're having derogatory statements yelled in their face. And to even go around and get security, which if you're at a courthouse, you can't be protected. I have to get through the dangerous situation to run around the hallway to, get help. And so that's terrifying in itself.
What's your personal experience been with threats or uncomfortable or potentially dangerous situations?
I would, if they know that I'm going to report it back to their judge or the parole commission, they have called and left threatening voicemails. They have threatened me in person. And in that specific situation, I had actually wrote a report for a request for warrant. I believe it was 4 times in 1 week, and until the client threatened me, that's when the judge issued a warrant.
The Division of Parole and Probation is part of the Department of Public Safety and Correctional Services. A week after Agent Martinez's death, the department named 3 new interim leaders, including a new head of parole and probation.
In my heart, and I believe in other people's hearts and minds, that Secretary Shrugs let go Walter Nolly and Martha Danner in the hopes that this would appease people who are actually calling for her job as well. We have all said and called people afterwards agents. Specifically, even myself, as you were asking, I have sent addresses and told people to call me within 10 minutes. If they don't answer, call 911 and say, this is an address, she's not answering her phone. We have all had experiences where we know that could have been us, should have been us, and it just makes this the reality. And so to say, oh, this is the first ever agent, it was only a matter of time before it was.
After the tragedy of Agent Martinez, Department Secretary Carolyn Scruggs announced a temporary pause on home visits, instead shifting to virtual home visits, quote, pending a full evaluation of agent safety policies and procedures, according to a statement provided to Fox 45 News. The department also telling Fox 45 News an evaluation is underway regarding agents' field equipment, including ballistic vests and pepper spray. Secretary Scruggs directing the new interim leadership team to listen to staff concerns throughout the state. In a response to this whistleblower's allegations, the department telling Fox 45 News it is, quote, steadfast in its commitment to improving safety measures and operational protocol and will continue to work tirelessly to safeguard agents and the community. But for this woman, the death of a fellow agent, Davis Martinez, highlights the problems she says leadership has known about.
Typically, in my experience, when someone's attacked, they're not in the fetal position unless they're, where they died. So the fact that he was under the bed, and I mean, that'll never leave my thoughts. That's the number one thing that haunts my mind is like, could we have gotten there sooner? Could we have done something? Worst case, if he passed, could he have just passed knowing someone was there for him?
The department says a new protocol is in place to share real-time information about high-risk individuals. In Agent Martinez's case, there were warning signs. Despite the changes, the reaction from the top...
And, I just feel like we failed him. We failed him, we failed ourselves.
This agent says is too little, too late. The Department of Public Safety and Correctional Services says law enforcement personnel have also been assigned to parole and probation field offices without courthouse security. It's unclear how long the home visit pause will last or when the evaluation of protocols will be complete.
I'm Kai Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.